All right, we'll go ahead and get started with Creighton head coach Greg McDermott, players Baylor Scheierman and Ryan Nembhard. We'll have an opening statement from coach, followed by questions for our student athletes. Let them go and keep coach around for a few more questions. So, coach, comments on tonight's game?
It was just an incredible college basketball game. There was a lot of haymakers thrown out there in 40 minutes. Their poise for as young as they are is really incredible. We didn't go very deep on the bench tonight or this afternoon. I felt like we kind of had to ride these guys, and they did a great job. Some execution down the stretch to get Kalkbrenner some touches for some easy baskets. And then, we executed at least the last play defensively the way we wanted. But that team's winning a lot of games. I'd like to think we're going to win a lot of games. And they just kind of ran out of time. It was just an awesome basketball game against a very, very good opponent.
All right, questions for our student athletes? If no one has anything, I'm going to let them go. Right here in the front.
It was a great game tonight. What was your impression of Arkansas? What did they surprise you when you got on the court playing against them, from both of you?
Yeah, they're a great team. They got a lot of length. They're big. They got a lot of size. They play really hard. They try and turn you over. They're just a good young team. It was a great matchup.
Baylor, early in the second half, you weren't as active, but you kind of picked up later in the half and started to assert your game. What kind of adjustments were they doing to you early in the half?
Yeah, well, they put number 4 on me, and he was kind of following me everywhere. And sometimes spacing can be the best friend there, and kind of just picking and choosing my spots. And obviously, as the half went on, I pick and choose, where I wanted to get the ball. But I got confidence in my teammates, that they can make plays. And when they're dogging me like that, it leaves other people open.
Anything else for our guys? Great. Go get some rest for tomorrow's game. Thank you.
Yep.
Questions for Coach?
Coach, you mentioned that you shortened your bench today. How much concern is that when you got to play 3 in 3 days, and tomorrow's not even 24-hour turnaround?
Yeah, well, I mean, the team that we're going to play has got 2 hours less than us, so they're going to be in the same boat. We had to battle a little foul trouble, Kaluma, in the first half, and we survived it. And then Trey Alexander got his third, I think, with 14 minutes to go or 13 and a half to go. I thought Farabello came in, did a great job in that situation, hit a big three at a critical time. So, you're playing tomorrow really on adrenaline. It's 3 games in a short period of time, and you don't ever do this except for your conference tournament. But we're going to be a little tired tomorrow, but hopefully our energy and enthusiasm for being in the championship can trump some of that fatigue.
Right here.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned coming into the tournament, I think you had been waiting like 34 years to get a team out here. Now that you've been here a couple days and experienced this kind of game, tomorrow's championship notwithstanding, is this the experience you wanted when you brought a team here?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the way the hospitality since we've arrived on the island and in our hotel has been incredible. And I mean, think about it. Will you have a better college environment than what we had today? You had half the gym full of Arkansas fans and half full of Creighton fans, and it's in a place where it's really loud and it impacts the game. I mean, usually you're playing at home, on the road, whatever, but there was so many changes in momentum during that game that both fan bases really were into the game and on the edge of the seat the whole time. And this is a game that our guys are going to look back on a long time and remember because it was such an incredible environment. You couldn't communicate with your team when Arkansas was on a run, and I think they probably had a hard time communicating when we were on a run because the fans were really into it.
Right here in the front.
In tough games like this, what does it mean to have someone like Ryan running the show for you? What does he give you?
You know, he's just grown so much. You know, he really he dictates our tempo with his speed with the basketball. Obviously, his shooting's been really good in this tournament. And you know, I don't know what it is now. He's got 30-some assists and 5 or 6 turnovers on the year. And last year at this time, he struggled with some turnovers. So I think he's got a better feel for what we're asking him to do. And that's been good to see. But he plays with a lot of confidence. I think his teammates really respect him, so they look him in the eye in a huddle and listen to what he has to say. But he's mature beyond his years. You know, he doesn't think like a guy that's playing in the 5th or 6th game of his sophomore season in college. And I think his dad being a basketball person, his brother's obviously with the Pacers. You know, he's been around it and fighting to keep up with his brother his whole life, and now he's really blazing his own trail, and it's been fun to see. Because as good a basketball player as he's a better person. He's just such a joy to coach, and he's about all the right stuff. And I think when you're about the right stuff, good things have a tendency to happen to you.
All right. Thank you for your time, Coach.
Thank you.